After Nio reported good Q2 earnings results, we saw this stock yesterday dropping by over 3%, which brought a lot of panic into the new investors. As so many people, some of you even started inboxing me on social media saying that what's going on with this stock? Should we sell the stock? Why is this stock dropping when the earnings were so good? Well, on this video I'll be covering some of those reasons as to why was this stock dropping, though it reported some good revenue. Otherwise, guys, this video I was supposed to release it yesterday, going through the earnings results and analyzing and giving you some latest developments on this Nio stock. But after shooting that video, when I was about to transfer the video to my laptop so that I can start preparing it to upload to YouTube, the device which I was using just crashed with the video, and that was before I could transfer the video to my laptop so that I can upload it on YouTube. And by the time I tried all that I could to record using that same device, it was already too late, which is what resulted in me getting this new device which I'm using today and getting that old device to be repaired. And as I'm talking to you, it's currently being repaired. But one of the good things that I like about this new device is that it's way much better than the one that I was using previously, which is a very good thing. Otherwise, enough about those device issues I had yesterday. Otherwise, on today's video, guys, yes, we'll touch a bit on the earnings results, but we'll mostly be looking at the latest developments that I believe could drive this Nio stock higher. And yes, we'll also touch base as to why this Nio stock fell by over 3% yesterday. So please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely think that you are going to enjoy what I have in store for you. Otherwise, before we go any further, please note that I'm not a professional financial advisor. Otherwise, if you enjoy this video, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. That's if you have not subscribed already, and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any video that I upload about the stocks that we follow on this channel. Now, without a waste of time, we know that it was expected, or analysts had expected, Nio to report a total revenue of around 1.29 billion US dollars, but we saw this Nio stock, or we saw this stock thrashing and reporting a total revenue for their Q2 earnings results of around, or of over 1.31 billion US dollars, which is something that is truly amazing, and something that I also told you on this channel to say that Nio is going to surpass that analyst expectations of 1.29 billion US dollars. And to see that happening, it was so amazing, as already it was over 127% year over year. Nio, for the Q2 of 2020, which was last year, they reported a total revenue of around 526 million US dollars around the same time. Now, to see Nio 1 year later reporting a total revenue of around 1.31 billion US dollars, it's something that is so amazing, and I ought to encourage you to stay long into this Nio stock, because it is doing well. There's no doubt about that. It is performing well, which is something that must tell you that there's nothing wrong with Nio. There's nothing wrong. Don't think that the fact that we saw Nio dropping by 3%, it has to do with anything that Nio probably did. No, Nio never did anything. Nio is doing so well. Otherwise, you will notice, or you will note, that Nio was expected for those Q2 earnings results to report an EPS, or an earnings per share, of around negative 0.556 as per the analyst. But Nio, guys, reported an EPS of negative 0.42, which again thrashed those analyst expectations of negative 0.557, which, when bringing it to the US, because you remember that those negative 0.556 and the actual negative 0.42 which Nio reported, those are in yen, or in Chinese yen. So when bringing them to the US dollars, that figure now became $0.07. So Nio reported an EPS, or an earnings per share, of negative 0.07 US dollars, which, that, my friends, is something that must just show you that this is a stock that is very close to becoming profitable, which is something that must encourage you to invest into this stock. We can see them becoming profitable towards the end of this year, if not early next year, because they are just doing so well. They are just doing so great. There are so many catalysts that can make them, or that is going to make it possible for them to even deliver more cars and even generate more revenue, which is something that must open up your eyes and see the good opportunity that this stock is offering to investors. Otherwise, this stock, or the reason why this stock was down yesterday, it was due to the fact of the Chinese regulatory crackdown on these tech stocks, and now it's also affecting the educational stocks. Now, it was not Nio's fault that we saw its share price dropping by over 3%, but it had to do with this crackdown. But though it happened like a few weeks ago, but I think that the market is still sort of like reacting negatively, or it's still restricting some of these Chinese stocks to rise, or for their share price to continue rising. But me personally, I definitely think that this is a short-term thing, and we will see a Nio rising, or Nio's share price rising once again, because this is a stock, you will remember, with some strong fundamentals. This is a stock which is set to do very well. But one thing that really made some big headlines for me on those earnings results, it was when the president of Nio and the CEO announced that they plan to deliver 3 new products, which is based on the new technology Nio Platform 2.0, and they included, or they said that this includes the ET7. So this just tells us that we might see Nio delivering even 2 more cars next year, because this is what exactly they are saying. Or we might at least see Nio launching 2 more new cars, which is something that is truly amazing, because you will know already that with the upcoming ET7, which is set to start, or which Nio plans to start selling next year in 2022 in the Q1 or in the first quarter, that car or that model, it's set to do very well, because you'll remember that Nio has already indicated that that models, or the pre-sales in that models, has surpassed its previous models, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to encourage you, because it looks like in the Q1 of 2021 we might see that model doing so well comparing to the other Nio models. And you already know that even these other Nio models, or these 3 Nio models that Nio is currently selling at the moment, they are doing so well. Now imagine if you are to add the ET7 model on top of this model, or these recent models that are also performing way better. It will mean that this will make it easier for Nio to continue generating more and more revenue. And on top of that, to get to hear them saying that we might see them launching 2 more products, which in simple term might mean that we might see them launching 2 new vehicles, is just amazing, and it's going to encourage more people to come and invest into this Nio stock, because it won't be those 4 cars including the ET7 that Nio will be selling, but they might be adding 2 new products or 2 new cars into those 4 cars that we expect to see Nio selling by the Q1 of 2022. So this is one thing that made me to be really excited by this Nio stock, because 2 new models, I definitely think that it will not only boost the share price of this company due to the deliveries that we might see and the sales, but it will also increase their revenue, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to encourage you to stay long into this Nio stock. Otherwise, something really good about those earnings results that Nio announced is the fact that Nio indicated, or the CEO of Nio indicated, that for the upcoming Q3 earnings results, they anticipate to deliver between 23,000 and 25,000 vehicles, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to show you that even for these upcoming Q3 earnings results, we are going to see Nio thrashing these Q2 earnings results, which is something that must encourage you to continue investing into this company. But like I said, I'm not a professional financial advisor, so please don't just take my word. Go and have a look at those earnings results and read it for yourself, so that you can have the confidence when you are investing in this Nio stock. Otherwise, as for me, I believe that these are some good news, because this just simply means that for the upcoming 2 months that are left for their Q3 earnings results. We might see, or we are going to see, Nio not delivering anything less than 8,000 vehicles per month, which is something that must encourage you, like I said, to continue investing in this stock. This is a stock which is set to do very well. Otherwise, as for their revenue for the upcoming Q3 earnings results, Nio indicated that they expect to report a total revenue of between 1.38 billion US dollars and 1.49 billion US dollars. Now, this again ought to encourage you because, like I said, it is going to continue thrashing even the revenues they reported on this quarter due to the fact of these kind of estimates, which is something that must motivate you or encourage you to invest into the Nio stock. And it also tells you that for the upcoming August deliveries, we are going to see Nio delivering some good numbers, which is something that must motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock. Otherwise, with all that, guys, like I said, the Nio is a good long-term stock, and forget about the short term when you're investing into this stock, as these issues like the DD and the regulatory crackdown on these tech stocks and educational stocks might probably still affect this stock in the short term. But long term, guys, I definitely think that we are going to see this stock, or this Nio stock, rising yet again to its all-time high. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And God bless you all.